Rockets are plus 13 points while Yao is in foul trouble and sitting on the bench. So the starters are back out there for the Rockets to begin their second half. Battier, Scola, Yao, Artest, and Brooks. And here is Shane Battier working on Kobe Bryant. Ariza is on Artest. Gasol is wrestling with Yao, who lets the drive of Artest go around him inside. Gasol then rotated. He went down to double on the play. And the foul goes on Ariza, Doug, who picks up his third personal foul for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, that play is very indicative of what we saw in the fourth quarter the other night with Aaron Brooks. What's happening is the Lakers are really getting up on Yao Ming, and they're not trying to help off of him in the post. So what the Rockets are doing, they're driving baseline, and that weak side help is slow getting there. We saw Brooks get 3 field goals the other night in a critical stage. This time Artest drives baseline. He gets that big, strong body on you. He's going to get to the foul line.
Fisher the other way with Ariza, Odom, Gasol, and Bryant. Odom tonight starting for Bynum. The quick trap on Kobe. Now it's just Battier. Scola goes out and gets the defense on Odom. Knocked away by Artest. Shot clock at 7. Gasol. Switch now. Battier's on Gasol. Kobe goes to Ariza with the pass. Artest is in the vicinity. He was reaching in. And Ron Artest has picked up the foul. That is the third on the Rocket with 18 points tonight. Let's go over to Craig Sager.
Well, Rick Adelman warned his team. He said the Lakers may come out with another surge at the start of the third quarter, just as they did at the start of the game. He said we have to weather it, take one possession at a time, continue to get back on defense, continue to work the offense inside out. He said that's what they did in the first half, even with Yao out of the game. As for Carl Landry, he says he's young, he's feisty, not always consistent, but he always plays hard, and that's the one thing about this team. He says they always play hard. I never have to worry about the effort. What a nice thing for a coach to be able to say about his team. Kevin?
Thank you, Craig. And this is only the 36th game, Doug, that these Rockets in their current form have been together since the big trade.
Well, you saw Kenny Smith with the thingamajig at halftime talking about the inside-out game, the posting of Scola, of Ron Artest, of Yao Ming. And that's what the Rockets are doing, playing inside out. That opens up their three-point shooting, which is a big staple of their game.
Battier is 1 of 2. Fisher, a 3. There was a late close by Brooks. And Derek Fisher gets a rare three-point hit. Doug, he's 4 of 5. He's got 9 points tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I think it's important for the other Lakers to get involved here and not force Kobe Bryant to try to do too much in this third period. They need some more balance. And then in the fourth quarter, that should be Kobe time. He should not have to carry this team throughout.
Screen by Yao. Fisher fights through that. Brooks and Gasol. And Ariza knocks it away from Scola. He did this in game 1. He got 2 at the result the other way. Let's see what happens here in a 3-on-2. Gasol inside. And Battier and Scola were right there, and 10:28 to play here in the third quarter as Pau Gasol goes racing down the lane. Scola picks up number 2.
Turnovers. That's what's going to create the fast break opportunities. You're going to see the behind the shot there, knock away from Ariza. See, Yao Ming can't get to Pau Gasol on the open floor. That's when he has the advantage when they're running.
Scola comes out on Ariza. Yao comes out on Gasol. Artest had it. Was it knocked away by Kobe? It was off Artest.
Ron Artest was fighting with one arm to try to keep the Laker defender away and try to get the possession. He's got to get both hands. When he gets both hands on the ball, you're not going to knock that ball loose from him.
Battier quickly on Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, 10 of 16. And a game-high 22 points for the LA Lakers.
We talk about that 1 point per shot tonight, creeping up at about 1-3, 1-4. He's taken 16 shots, has 22 points. That's when the Lakers are basically unbeatable when he shoots at that kind of percentage.
Scola, Artest, Odom is on Ron. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Artest with the left hand. He rolls it in with a nice drive to the cup, and he brings the Rockets to within 3, and Ron Artest with 20.
He is so strong. He gets that body on you, just knocks you on your heels.
Ariza allowed to fire by Scola. Rebound by Yao, playing in some foul trouble. That's the 4th rebound by Yao Ming. Congested lane for Scola. Triple teamed, including with Odom and Gasol. Picked up by Fisher. Bryant tries on him. Shane Battier, who draws the foul. As Kobe looks over at Doug Collins and said, this guy cannot guard me. He's 11 of 17 is Kobe Bryant with a game-high 24 right now, and much more focused and obviously shaking the effects of the sore throat from the other night.
Well,
game one.
You're going to watch this here. Shane gets that hand once again. This time he gets him with the body. He looks over at me. He is
What'd you
fired.
say to him that got him so irritated?
I didn't say, don't say that to me.
On,
no, so now you want the Rockets fans mad at me? I didn't say anything to him. He said it to me. He said he's going to be on fire tonight.
Well, Bryant, that's what he said. He talked to you before the game.
I didn't give him any pep talks.
There's Bryant missing, and the other way comes Brooks, and he's over Fisher. So a nice move right there, and the Lakers down to 3. With under 9 to play now in the third. Battier comes out on Odom. And they've got Artest on Kobe. Ariza and Gasol over Yao.
It's that little jump shot. See, it's tough for Yao Ming to get out and play that. See, when he plays by him, he will give him that shot. Gasol loves that little medium-range jump shot.
Brooks is 2 of 6, followed by Fisher. Scola and Odom. Double by Fisher late. Rebound by Odom. That's number 8 for him. 3 on 3. Rockets get back well on defense. Here's Battier bumping into Kobe. 1. Kobe Bryant is putting on a show. 26 points in 25 minutes. A spectacular display, and the Lakers back up by 7 points.
Well, Kobe has thrown out the life jacket. He's thrown out the dinghy. He said, everybody get on board here. I'm not going to let us get overtaken by this Rocket team. I mean, he's hitting incredible shots. Shane Battier, all he can do is put a hand in his face. Kobe is the quicker athlete. When he gets to his spot, you can only hope he doesn't make those shots. Tonight, that is not the case.
And Los Angeles. Well, Doug, at the beginning of the first quarter, the Lakers began at 16-8. Beginning of this third quarter, they have started 12-5 over Houston.
Well, it's Kobe. He's excited his team. And you know, Kevin, we talk all the time about when a star is playing great, what it does for the psyche of his teammates. And Kobe right now is giving him the feeling that I'm not going to let you lose tonight.
Brooks over Fisher. This is a 3 with 10 on the shot clock. Scola lassos the loose ball, goes in on Gasol. And Paul Gasol collects his 7th rebound. And Kobe picked up by Battier. Little Scola defense, and Yao. Boy, they were all converging, collapsing inside with 7:44 to play in the third. Ball knocked out of bounds. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
Okay, that's what I talked about in the season when he was second in the MVP voting. Points per shot, 1-3. First round, 1-3. Game 1 against Houston, 1 per shot. Tonight, 1.4. You start thinking 1.3, 1.4. That's what Michael Jordan and Kobe did in all their championship years. And now it's the Saul going to work inside. So just to give the fans a little perspective, 1-3-1-4 is tremendous production per shot. And that's what Michael and Kobe did in all their championships.
It's a great equation, great way to look at the game. Battier goes inside to Yao, playing with 3 fouls. Shot clock at 7. Brooks will drive on Fisher. Gasol meets him as well. Odom got a hand on the ball. And Kobe Bryant the other way. The Lakers are on a 6-0 run right now. Here's Kobe. Odom into Yao. And that is a foul. And that is number 4 on Yao Ming.
One of those nights for Yao Ming. He just has not been able to get into the pace of this game. And it has nothing to do with his knee. That knee that he took, the shot that he took in the fourth quarter. He told Craig Sager yesterday, my knee's fine. It's not bothering me. You see his heels there on the line. That's an easy call for Bill Spooner. And this is Lamar Odom in the open court. So what we've seen here to start this third quarter is the Lakers have got back to playing the way they played in the first quarter, making it an open floor game. Yao Ming only 1 shot in the entire ball game. In the Portland series, he averaged 10 shots a game. They sandwiched him with the power forward and one of the centers. Only got 10 shots a game. Game 1, he had 17 shots against the Lakers and got to the line 10 times. He had 28 points. So tonight, the Lakers have done a nice job defending him, plus also foul trouble has really taken him out of this game.
Hayes has come in for Yao. Odom at the stripe. This game has contained 6 lead changes and 3 ties, and here comes Brooks. Quiet so far, 2 of 8 with 4 points. Lakers are on an 8-0 run. Kobe and Battier, screened by Battier. Here is Scola. Artest, find a couple defenders in his face. Screened by Scola on Ariza. They switch on defense. They put Odom on Artest. Houston has missed 4 consecutive shots. 3.
Wow.
Seconds remained, and a 3-point shot by Ron Artest, who's got 23 points tonight. He's been magnificent for the 2nd consecutive game in this series, the 3rd game overall. Here's a runner on the wing, and that goes in. Doug, and Kobe's got 28.
See, that last possession by Ron Artest, that shot went in, but that's really not what the Rockets want. When they start dribbling the ball and getting against the clock, they want it in the post right there. Now they can go to work to get something inside, outside.
Look at Fisher. Go headstrong into the driving Artest as he came and doubled as the defense was rotating and took it hard, and Artest is a strong dude, man.
Derek Fisher is playing very well tonight. You know, he's heard the rumbles here about the speed and quickness of Brooks and the problem that Lowry and Brooks caused in game 1. Tonight that has not been the case. Brooks is 2 for 8. Lowry is 0 for 4. So those two guards have combined 2 of 12 tonight, and only 4 points. Those guys had 25 points.
How about that?
Yao Ming 28, so 53 points combined by those 3 guys tonight. 6.
Battier and Bryant quickly on him. Shot clock is down to 5. Gasol doubling. And Shane Battier hits his 2nd shot in 3. He's got 5 for the Houston Rockets.
Well, the awareness of the clock getting ready to go down. Shane is not usually a guy that at the end of the clock manufactures anything.
Bryant to Fisher, and Fisher over Brooks. A 3 miss. A rebound by Ariza. A good-looking offensive rebound, and Trevor Ariza has put an 8 for L.A. Now on the bench with 4 fouls. Hayes out there in his place with Artest, Brooks, Scola, and Shane Battier. 5.5 to play in the 3rd. A Hayes screen that knocks out Fisher. The drive by Brooks. And that is a whistle with a little reach inside.
The shot goes up, and Scola does not get his body on Ariza, who finds the open lane. When that shot goes up like that, a lot of times you've got to turn and seek somebody out to get a body on him. That time Ariza had an open lane to the basket.
They call the kickball, so the shot clock now down to 7. Artest and Ariza. And over Odom, it's Scola. And an offensive rebound by Scola. Tonight is 4 of 11 shooting. He collects his 2nd rebound. Odom will defend it. The Fisher coming double. Luis Scola. It's his 3rd, make it 5th shot. He's got 10.
Yeah, but again, with all this activity, the Lakers are still only up 8. And the Lakers have got to keep finding a way to get others involved. That time it's going to be Kobe on the drive. But they cannot stand around and watch Kobe play. He's got to be the guy that has enough energy in that 4th quarter. If this Rocket team makes another push at them, then he can carry them. And you see these 2 guys, what they have done. Kobe Bryant already with 21 field goal attempts in the game. He had 31 in game 2. But, Kevin, I said a while ago, I said, he's sort of trying to give his team that feeling, but I'm not going to let you lose tonight. What it reminds me of is what we talked about in that Boston-Chicago series, game 3, when Paul Pierce came out, hit his first 6 shots, had 13 in the 1st quarter, and the Celtics won that game and recaptured home court. You look to your best player when you're in trouble. Like if he's playing well, you get a feeling of security. If he's struggling, it filters down to everybody else.
Battier picks up his 2nd personal foul. And Scola picked up by Odom at the other end. Artest now picked up by Odom. Into Scola. This all knocked away by Odom. Shot clock at 9. Well, they got some talking inside. Scola into Gasol and Odom. Rebound by Lamar, number 9.
Now Odom now is rebounding that basketball. He had 1 defensive rebound in game 1. That's why he's in the starting lineup to bring more activity.
Artest quickly comes out on Ariza. Odom and Scola, screened by Fisher. Switch on defense, Brooks. Now Brooks goes back on Fisher. Shot clock is down to 4. Fisher over Brooks for 2. Rebound by Scola, number 3. Fisher 4-7. Again, more ball rotation. No one rotates over to Artest. and he nails the three. The offense rotated with one side to the other getting the ball, but the defense didn't follow suit. They did not rotate. So 9 in this quarter for Ron Artest, Doug, as he nails the tray. He's got a Houston high 26 points.
Oh, they just keep hanging around. This is what they do. Swing the ball to the other side. That ball actually bounced twice before anybody rotated out. Nobody got a hand in the face. Phil Jackson said, timeout. We have to talk about this. We cannot give Ron Artest these kind of shots tonight the way he's shooting the ball.
We had a review during our commercial break. They have taken away a point. It was a 2-point shot, not a 3, moments ago by Ron Artest. We've got just under 4 to play here in the third.
Well, changing of the role for Ron Artest this year. Early in training camp, Phil Jackson said, I want you to come in and be our second unit player. His minutes are way down this year. Last year he averaged about 39 minutes. This year only 30. And you can see, Kevin, at the end of the last year, look at all the sleeves on his leg. You see the knee, the wraps on his legs and stuff. I mean, he had tendonitis. His legs were tired. And you saw that as the season wore down. Look at tonight here on the left. None of the sleeves. His minutes now are going back up because Bynum's minutes have slipped since he was injured. And so he's much fresher. And you can see in the playoffs what he's done, especially in that Utah series, how well he played. Points in the paint, his rebounding, back in the starting lineup tonight. And although in the game he only has 1 field goal, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, his speed now, what happens is now when Yao Ming is on the floor, he has to guard Gasol, which has opened up for Gasol to have 20 points tonight. So Odom being in the starting lineup has sort of unleashed Gasol.
Lakers outscoring Houston in this third quarter, 22-15. As Hayes comes out on Odom. Shot clock down to 4. Lamar Odom. Rebound by Shane Battier, and that is his first of the night. He's been watching Kobe. Rockets outscored the Lakers 32-18 in that second quarter to tie it at 57 at halftime. Brooks has been quiet, 2 of 8. They've really been paying attention to him, haven't they?
Well, they're keeping him out of the paint. He's not allowed to penetrate.
Three on top. Right, yeah, it's over Odom. It's a 3, and it's good! What a shot by Brooks. It was over the oncoming rush and blitz of Lamar Odom. That makes it a 5-point game. Brooks was 7.
Wasn't it Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kids that said, who are these guys? Where are these guys coming from? That's sort of what the Rockets are right now. You keep looking over your shoulder if you're the Lakers, and you say, why can't we put these guys away? Moving the ball, dribble penetration. With the Rockets, it's making the extra pass. That's what they did. Shane makes the extra pass to Brooks, and that's when they're at their best, sharing the basketball.
Hayes along with Shane Battier on Kobe Bryant, who turns it over. And the Lakers have not had any turnovers over the last 10 minutes. And for Kobe Bryant, Doug, his first turnover tonight with 3 assists.
Now, with Odom, playing less minutes this year, his minutes are up in the playoffs. So are Kobe Bryant's. He played 36 minutes a game this year, over 41 in the playoffs. So his minutes are up.
Brooks into Fisher. Look at him swerve and dance. We saw him now. Shot clock at 2. Fisher is guarding Brooks. Shot clock violation. As Yao sits on the bench with those 4 fouls, but really it's been the smaller lineup that has really paid dividends for the Houston Rockets tonight.
Remember the other night, Phil Jackson could not take Kobe Bryant out in the second half.
Right.
And Kobe Bryant's played a lot of minutes here tonight. He's in this ball game already. He has played 31 minutes, and he might not get a rest here tonight if the Lakers don't have a cushion going into that fourth period.
Ariza driving by Scola into Artest. Gasol got a hand on it. Odom has a hand on it. New shot clock. Hayes, look at him take it back. Ball inside, and the turnover by Los Angeles. And here comes Artest. 9 Los Angeles turnovers.
Talk about some strong hands. Chuck Hayes just went down and took that ball away from Lamar Odom.
Absolutely. Another wide open 3 by Brooks. The close by Ariza, and the rebound by Pau Gasol. He's got the double-double with 10 rebounds and 20 points tonight.
Kobe working hard against 2-3 defenders. As Shane Battier grabbed his jersey, and Kobe is frenetically working against this defense. He's spending up a ton of energy.
Has Houston altered perhaps even with more double teams on Kobe in this third quarter?
No, what they're doing is anytime he comes off a pick, you're going to see that big guy's going to get up and swarm him. You see Hayes, they're going to try to bottle him, and he comes in the lane. They're going to force that kick out. That Ariza 3 is going to have to be there and knock down some shots. And the Lakers from 3 tonight are 5 of 14. Remember, in Game 1, they were 2 of 18.
Hayes picked up his 3rd personal foul. The Lakers on top by 6. They've led by 15. Rockets have led by as many as 4. Bryant from the free throw line, 3 of 4. And folks, a reminder, log on to NBA.com to enter the Barkley Zone. Exclusive interviews, opinions, and analysis straight from the mouth of Charles Barkley only on NBA.com. We have not seen Kobe at the free throw line a bunch. Not much in game one, Doug, and only 4 free throw attempts tonight in game two.
Well, the goal for the Rockets is keep him out of the paint, keep him off the line, try to make shots under duress, and he's done that tonight. He's 13 of 21. He has 32 points. And it'll be interesting to see at the end of this quarter, is Phil Jackson going to rest him? And if he does, for how long?
Landry for Artest, Lowry for Scola. Wafer in the game, and he's doubled. Shot clock at 10. Battier and Kobe. Screen by Hayes. Switch on defense, Gasol. Lowry over for 3. Rebound by Pau Gasol, number 11.
That was a good rebound that time. Went out and took that.
Fisher for 3 over Hayes. That's a foul. And 3 free ones coming up for Derek Fisher at the free throw line for the LA Lakers, and 1:03 to play in the third.
Well, the last thing you want to do is foul a three-point shooter. And then you even compound it by fouling a struggling three-point shooter. And we've talked about Derek Fisher, 5 of 20 going into the game tonight. Behind the line here, and Chuck Hayes comes over. He gets a piece of him. There's no question that he got to foul 3 free throws here for Derek Fisher.
Hayes picks up his 4th personal foul. So Hayes, I believe, will leave. He does. And here comes Luis Scola in. Well, Hayes is one of those role players we talked about a little bit in the first half, but him and what Scola does, they've really constructed this Rocket team well.
Well, that's what you do. Your complementary pieces have to fit, and that's what you do. When you get pieces that fit, you get what I call that synergistic approach, where 5 guys almost seem like more, that the sum of the parts are greater than they are individually as a whole. So that's what this Rocket team is. It's not always pretty. And you heard Rick Adelman tell Craig Sager early in the game, I know we're always going to play hard. The effort is going to be there. And when they play well, they're a very tough team to beat.
Vujacic for Ariza, Walton for Kobe Bryant. Kobe with 32 points, 12 in the quarter. Fisher hits all 3 at the stripe. There's a little hook. It's an offensive foul, and it goes on Von Wafer of the Houston Rockets. With under a minute to play here in the third. Wafer with his 3rd.
Well, this is a big finish for the Lakers in this quarter, because now you get Kobe Bryant off the floor. This is what Phil Jackson desperately wanted, to be able to get Kobe off the floor, to buy him some minutes before going into that 4th quarter.
Walton to Odom. He beats Scola inside. Lamar Odom with 7 points and 10 rebounds. Lowry quickly the other way to Wafer. He's picked up by Sasha Vujacic. Lakers have a foul to give. Fighting through a Landry screen. Vujacic tried to come out on a shot by Wafer. Rebound by Odom, number 11. Landry on Odom. Now Scola on Odom, who is pressing inside, and Scola and Odom have some words together. And now Walton and Scola have a couple of words with 29 seconds to play in the third. Now Vujacic comes over with Scola. Scola's got the entire Laker team ticked off at him. He's had a conversation with just about everybody.
It's going to be a technical foul on somebody, I guarantee you. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. And then see what Joey has out there. It's going to be a technical on Scola, and it's going to be a technical on Lamar Odom. And it's going to be a technical probably on Luke Walton. And, you could see this coming, because there was a few timeouts ago that Joey Crawford went in both huddles and basically said, calm it down, too much chatter. And there's the hit in the head that Odom gets. As the play goes over, you see these guys, they were chirping earlier. They were warned earlier. Then Luke Walton comes over and gets in the fray. Scola's got something to say to him, so Joey's going to stop this real quickly. Starting to get a little testy here. It's what happens. We've seen it in series before. Lamar Odom with the smile.
Scola picked up his 3rd foul.
See, what you had there is, the reason there was only 1 technical shot is because there was offsetting technicals. 3 technicals, 2 on the Lakers, 1 on, you see Billy Spooner is explaining it here right now, 3 technical fouls, 2 on the Lakers, 1 on the Rockets. The 2 offsets, only 1 technical being shot. Now, that is you have to watch it now because the next technical you're ejected. So a lot of people say, well, what good does it do to call double technicals if you don't shoot free throws? Because on the next one you're ejected. That's what it does.
Odom is at the line because Scola picked up his third personal foul. Here comes Josh Powell for Pau Gasol. Powell for Powell.
And see, now Gasol gets a rest, so he's put in a heavy night tonight with his minutes. He and Kobe have combined for 52 points. Odom has come alive here in this quarter. 7 points, but more importantly, 11 rebounds. So the rebounding tonight, 34 to 24 in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. And in that second quarter, when the Rockets made their push, they did it by getting in that paint and rebounding and getting on the offensive glass.
Lowry is 0 of 5 in 10 minutes. He was effective in game one.
Well, tonight he and Brooks.
Oh, what a shot by Fisher, right in the face of Scola.
And there was meaning to that. It reminds me a little bit of Darren Williams when we were in here late in the year when he got fouled, did not get it called, and ran down and went right into Bynum and took a foul. Derek Fisher is one tough customer. He knew Scola was coming up behind him, and he was going to let him know. We're not going to take that tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what they call here on Derek Fisher. Will this be a flagrant foul? Could it be a technical, or is it just going to be a personal?
Is it a scratch there on his head? He does. There's Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher is quietly one of the toughest players in the NBA. When he came back to the Lakers, he brought that savvy, that toughness of a three-time champion. Kobe trusts him so much, but you see it right there. He saw him coming.
Wow.
And there was a message in that.
Absolutely.
Like, believe me, take that. So we're going to see here what the referees decide on this.
And he saw him.
He saw him. His arm came up, and there was a message to that. You know, sometimes your toughness comes other place on the floor than just your big guys. And this guy's a tough guy, Derek Fisher.
The force of the hit so hard, he hit his head and drew some blood. It is a flagrant 2. And they're looking at it on the replay with the discussion ensuing, as you can see, in 13.2 to play in the third.
Well, if it's a flagrant 2, he's ejected.
Yep.
And then he get 2 shots and the ball.
He is ejected.
Well, Phil Jackson very upset. I think he could have dealt with a flagrant 1, but a flagrant 2. Now you have no Fisher here in the fourth quarter if this game gets close. You see his teammates there giving him a high five or whatever as he leaves. But now all of a sudden Scola will shoot 2 free throws. What Rick Adelman is saying, to Shane Battier, if it's a technical, he wants Battier to shoot. It's not. It's a flagrant 2. Now, if it were a flagrant 2 and Scola was hurt on that play, then Rick Adelman could have any of his players shoot the free throw. So that was the other night, remember, against Brad Miller. If that would have been a flagrant 2, then Vinny Del Negro could have chosen any player. He could have had Ben Gordon or his best free throw shooter take it. But now with Scola not being injured on the play, that Scola will shoot the free throws.
Scola from the line tonight, 1 of 1.
We'll see how this changes the game.
Sometimes things like this, it can change a series too.
It could unite the Rockets. It could be a dose that helps the Lakers. But more importantly, there's 2 free throws, and as good as the Lakers have been in this quarter, they're down 9. You hit a 2-7, you hit a 3 at 6. So this is a big defensive possession here for the Lakers to try to get a stop.
Shannon Brown has taken the place of Derek Fisher. Battier will inbound, 13 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lowry has it, and Shannon Brown out of Michigan State will be on him. Now Powell. Lowry trying to go through both. Vujacic over Wafer at midcourt, and a double dribble. Dribbling violation at 1.6 to play in the third.
Sasha Vujacic has just struggled tonight. He struggled the other night. He's not been able to find his game. They need him. If they're going to be a championship team, they're going to need him to give some good play off the bench, because he was on the closing team last year. Odom closed the games as well as Vujacic.
Lowry over Brown. Good if it goes. That takes us to the end of a very firework-filled third quarter. Lakers on top by 9 at the end of 3. Kobe had a 12-point third. You're watching the NBA playoffs on TNT.